we go.
Where's Simon?
It's coming in
Here's the
now.
intro.
Oh, there's Simon. Where's TVP? He said he was going to come along for 20 minutes.
Have we got live then?
Yeah, we are live.
Oh, we're live now. Right.
It's the intro music, right? Isn't it?
No, we're actually live.
There we go.
Oh.
Just remember the show. And
Oh, hi.
yay!
We're live, but which channel? Come on. Live in 5 hours?
Can't see it live.
Live in 2 days?
Oh yeah, I've got you
There we
now.
go.
Where?
Oh no, it's live in 5
Oh, there
hours.
we go. Oh, we are live.
Hey up there, where did I get an extra 4 subs from?
I don't know, but
You can
we
play
can't see that. But live in 2 channels.
We're just hanging around at the moment, just waiting for
Yeah.
everyone to shuffle in. This is the waiting music, right?
I say that lift music reminds me of the voice activated lift in Scotland.
It's not lift music.
Listen,
Come on.
sorry,
Oh,
lads,
got you
for,
now.
I know I
Found
feel
it.
a bit of interrogation with TVP there, but it was just, this is stuff.
Well,
I'm just honest, you know what I mean? I just want to speak my mind and stuff like that. So
that's great, man. I think it was a good conversation to excuse me.
that's what I
I think it was a good conversation to.
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever come across from the Easter special, now this is the after party, what we're actually going live with. So,
TVP, we're live. Do you know that?
we are.
Where
Yeah.
Now, like,
Oh,
JP, we're live. Do you know that, mate?
yeah, we are. We're live.
Oh.
We are live.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
and we are live.
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 So, the people that actually joined us, if I've got, remember to take it out of twat chat and put myself into live chat.
Live chat, people.
We got Rajit, how you doing? Welcome back. Dion78.
Alright, Dion.
Is it Stuart? Sam, the vaping gardener.
Alright, Sam.
Lee, the vaping Anderson.
Hi, Lee.
Mark H. Simon62, whoever that is. He's the pisshead on a Saturday night, isn't it?
Mick.
Mick Mick's in. Yeah, we're having that after party.
Hey, come on in if you want.
Yeah, if you want to come in,
Yeah,
just
Nick, we're in JP's room.
you have the code, sir.
If you ain't got it, I'll Facebook message it.
All right, mate.
Crack on.
It was a good show tonight. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and you know, Skin, the conversation with you and Mark TVP was, I think, it was spot on. You know, bring it out there, share it, talk about it. It's great. You know, you guys are both being honest, and that's good.
I think it's needed. I think it's something that's needed for a long time.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
everybody needs to be more upfront and honest and speak their minds and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't need to do it in a nasty way. You just, you know what I mean?
Right.
See a piece.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna
that
be quiet
Easter
for-
feeling, that Easter thought. See you feel it. Oh, peace to the world.
I'm going to be quiet for a while because I'm just going to go spam the hell out the after party. I can't do two things at once. And, well, vaping phone. I can't talk.
Same, mate. I can't do fucking.
Vape, don't.
I can't do.
You got
one
the-
at once.
Hey Rian, oh we got Mick in, but he's in the cab. Sorry, and
next,
we've got
next.
Joe back in, the Atlas Black Ribbon.
Oh, yes. Stuart.
Graham is not in. Graham is, I repeat, Graham is not in. Net Reality is not here.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No, he's not.
that's Graham. Oh, here
He's
is
eating
Graham.
again.
He's not here.
The computer is, but he ain't.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
James, stop
Like-
cranking your fingers. Will give you arthritis, apparently. But that's a myth.
I need to.
Is it a myth? I don't know. Some people say.
So Skinter, can you tell us, are you due back this coming Friday, your new show?
It's all right, TVP. We'll have it.
It's going to bed.
We'll be seeing you tomorrow anyway.
Take
Yeah,
care,
worries,
man.
It's good talking to you,
Right,
but
see you later.
thanks very much.
Cheers for you. He had a long day anyway because last night he told us he was up at like 7 a.m., wasn't he?
Yeah, I couldn't drink last night.
Cheers.
The new show is going this Friday. That is the plan at the moment. Yeah.
And it's a completely new show, revamped, or is it the same old?
Completely new show. It's the ideas is he had a little girl? I didn't know that.
What?
No.
EVPs is it?
He's
He's
expecting
going
one.
to be having a little girl. Well,
Oh, is he
Becca's going
found
to be
out?
having a little girl.
Oh,
Okay.
God,
They had
a little
the
girl.
scan. They had the scan this week.
I
Yeah.
feel your pain, mate. A little girl, you Jesus. I've got 2 girls and 3 girls. They're hard work. Hard work.
I'm looking to
I've
just
got
have
that.
one.
Anyway, the new show.
Yes.
Tell us
So
all
we
about
should-
it.
yep, we're going to do a cross between a chat show and a Saturday night takeaway sort of thing, aren't we, James?
Saturday Night
Okay.
Takeaway. Okay.
A chat
Yeah,
show
it's like
slash game show.
All right.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
obviously
Interesting.
The pub was
so-
done. I think we'd done what we could with the pub, and we wanted new ideas, and I think that was the idea.
You think the challenge just got a bit out of hand that you don't guys, well, you know, and you guys don't want to do them anymore.
There's going to be accusations of that because Skint never did a fucking smoothie.
Exactly. That's, you know.
That's going to be coming up.
I think
No,
it was a lot of hard work planning and to do that show.
do you know, BVL was good. It was good. We did.
It was, yeah, definitely.
4 fucking hours a night, and it was hard work. I'm not going to lie, it was
Yeah.
fucking hard work. But we never ever focused on the guest whatsoever, did we? Really, we never really did anything with guest, and which was, I think, was a bit shite. We sort of included them, but we didn't include them. They were just they were along for the ride,
Right.
and
and
the new
this-
show is.
Yeah, this new show is they're going to be the main focus.
Well, yeah, chat show come game show sort of thing. So we're going to try and focus more on the guest on the new show.
All right. Who's your
And
first
have
guest?
Shits and giggles as well. So we've sort of upgraded from the pub a little bit, I think.
You're a lounge now.
You're a club.
You know,
Club.
Club.
we're a TV room,
TV
in a
room.
mental hospital.
Well, we've taken over the pub on our Saturday show.
Simon's got the pub now on a Saturday show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simon.
but well, we've no plans. We just go with the flow, just see where it takes us on the night. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
just like a
Sometimes
chat.
it's 2 hours. Sometimes it's 4.5. Who cares?
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, we've obviously still got a few things we need to iron out, but like we said, we're wanting to try and chat, get to know something new about, you know, a vape reviewer that, you know, it's, you know, like, for example, if we're to say, you know, like questions that aren't vape, you know, some of them are going to be vape related, some of them are going to be like, so what's, you know, what's your favorite music, what's your favorite
Oh, yeah.
food, you know, like actually then go, that is
Yeah.
more, a little bit more in depth than what you would normally get. What you vape on the day, what juice is that? you
Yeah,
know?
like tonight. Do you know tonight was a great example with TVP on and stuff like that. It'd be nice to get into the in-depth stuff with these bigger reviewers and stuff like that, if we can get them on. If they dare to come on, we should say.
Yeah.
If they come on and stuff like that, it'd be good as well. We could get into the nitty-gritty of things and stuff like that, and also have some shits and giggles.
No, fair enough.
That's the
Good
idea.
point. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good. And I hope everything goes well, TVP, for the 12th of August, is it?
17.
17, was it? 17.
17th.
Cool.
Yeah, I hope it all goes good. But you're
So
going to
the first-
you're going to suffer fucking big time. So
So
Good
the
old
first one is going to be when? When's the first one?
Friday,
Friday.
aiming for
Next Friday. Next
Yeah,
Friday.
next
Cool.
Friday
Cool.
coming, yeah.
Cool. Looking
So
forward to it.
there's James, Skint, and Ed on, isn't there?
Ed,
Just
yeah.
three of you.
The three of us.
So you aren't expanding then? No, you're keeping it free.
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it at Friday at 9:30. I think we're going to go for. We don't want to do 3 hours again. We don't want to. We don't
Right.
want to do that again. It's hard work try for a 3 hour show, with constant things and features and stuff like
Yes,
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go for an hour and a half. We're aiming for an hour and a half
Cool.
on a Friday. 9:30.
That's cool, man.
9:30.
Looking forward to it.
And the other thing that we're going to be kind of focusing on, obviously, so that everyone gets a break, is we're all going to be playing host. So one
Yeah.
week
Right.
me, 1 week it'll be Skint,
Yeah.
another week will be Heat. So we're all going to be taking the
Taking
reins.
turns.
It just means that, like, so like when after BVL was done, you could tell Skint was absolutely done. done in,
Yeah.
especially after a 3-hour show. So when it came to when it comes to this, you know, it's obviously on its separate channel, and we're all in charge. Like the three of us are all kind of
Oh yeah. Yeah.
all in charge
Not
of that
just all up to
channel.
me.
Cool.
So it's quite good. Obviously, it's for me. It's literally going to be click and go, and then for them to go, can you push that bar for me? Because I'm like, what? But yeah,
I think it's gonna, James doesn't. You don't need really know much about streaming. You've not done it yet and stuff like that. So it's going to be me and Heed to start with. I think Heed's doing the first show, isn't he?
yes, yeah.
Doing the first show.
I have been tinkering around with like Streamlabs and things like on the laptop. I've just not had the confidence to hit that live button to see what happens, but I have been tinkering around with it.
There's still, do you know, there's still going to be crazy shit going on because there's going to be Saturday Night Takeaway. I don't know if you know about that. If you watch Saturday Night, do you know Saturday Night Takeaway?
Yeah, Angton
Yeah.
Dick. Is that what you're about?
Ant Dick.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it? They challenge each other at every show.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're going to do that. We're going to do
Alright.
that. We're going to challenge.
Alright.
Casters are going to have a casters challenge as well. So we're going to have a challenge every show. And that, I don't know, but that might involve stuff we'll do during the week, and then we'll play it on the show and stuff like that. But we're going to do that.
That's if you don't get arrested first.
So there's going to be some crazy shit going on. There is obviously going to be some crazy stuff going on with us. But it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
it. Something new, something fresh,
Cool,
something different. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll be watching. Defo. Yeah,
It's- I thought one
it is
of
hard work.
that was something that we were looking forward. That was something that I've definitely missed. Obviously, being like, don't get me wrong, it was fantastic becoming a caster on NUVS, but I missed my Friday nights. Friday nights were my because obviously when the kids go to sleep and the missus is watching our shows and that kind of those Fridays off, I was like, man, I really missed BVL on that Friday, having a couple of drinks with, you know,
Yeah.
all my mates on a screen and.
Proper
Giles.
Hey,
Joe.
proper pause.
And so to have it come back, I'm really looking forward to it.
JP, what happened to you? I never seen the show, mate. What was going on with the whiskey? I've seen comments about the whiskey. What was
I
the
get
whiskey?
I get ranty when I have whiskey.
Did you have whiskey one show or something? And you end up.
Proper
Yes, it
pissed.
did.
I got
missed
pissed.
it.
I got pissed on show.
Did you?
What
When
was
was that?
that?
Last Friday and Saturday.
Seriously, it got to the
Private.
point where Simon was sitting there talking away. DP's head slowly started going like this with his eyes shut. He started going like this.
I've been close.
I told him not to worry because I said that show after we did the Buckfast with Pud. Sorry, I do not fucking remember anything. I could
Funky
watch.
Hooker, the charity show. I mean, I think we were all fucking on our arse.
You know what?
Show, mate.
Fuck it.
I think it was the only sober one.
You had to name
Relatively, hang on, relatively.
Yeah. You had to read in Graham a few times. I was too pissed to care. I was like, what man? Fucking whatever.
And then that Skin played like the 20-minute video, like the documentary, and I'll be like, oh, come on, Graham, come on. No, I'm fine.
Like,
Yeah,
It was like, oh yeah, we're not your mum anyway, you're coming.
Mick's got
Making
the
that
link
20
on
minutes
two
video.
accounts. So
I
I should
love
do
that.
that.
I love that.
Every time that 20 minutes video showed, fucking Funky Hooker was saying to me, Skin, Graham, Skin, Graham.
I was fucking worried about him, man. I was genuinely worried about him.
I
was
don't know
like,
what
oh,
to do,
come
man.
on.
He's a fucking adult.
I know, it's still, I like him, so I worry about him. Okay.
it was absolutely hilarious because I was just like, this is funny. I was.
How you finding the reviews, Shrek? How you finding it?
Well, just to start off with, the first 4 videos I did, Big D VAPE did all the editing on it on my behalf because I hadn't got a fucking clue how to do that
He's
crap.
a legend. He's fucking brilliant.
He's a saviour, to be honest, because, well, 99% of the reason why I didn't do reviewing from like 10 years ago was, how the fuck do I edit this?
Mm.
I can't just stick these 4 videos together with like gaps and this and that in it and then stick it out because everyone will just put in the comments, you shit, you wank, fuck off. So then JP JP then helped me out, but he's been really busy with his new shop in Slaithwaite, or as we call it in Yorkshire, Slowett.
Slotweight, right?
Slowett.
Slowett.
Yeah, Slotweight.
Slowett.
Slotweight.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been really busy with getting his new shop ready for April 12th when he can legally open again. So he said, Shrek, you're gonna have to. I'm sorry to do this to you, but you're gonna have to do your own editing. I'm like, yep, fine, not a problem. Thank you for helping me out so much so far. He says, if you've got any problems with editing, these are the apps I use. You know, have a gander, go around it and stuff like that. He told me all the free ones. He told me all the paid ones. He says, I've got them all on my phone. Any problems, give me a call, and I'll help you through it. Now, fortunately, I haven't had to access. You know, I haven't had to bother him with that because I've kind of done it myself. But I'd like to big thank you for Big D for it. So my last two reviews have been my editing.
He's a fantastic supporter.
He helps a lot of people out, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
He helped me out. He started me off on my journey.
Well, I got.
Shrek,
Yeah, you've been muted again now, Shrek.
Yeah,
You didn't
sorry.
hear any of that.
I'll say what I'm saying and then I'll show what it is. I won this that I'll show in a minute on the NUVS. Right. So I won that. I saved Danny the postage. I went down to 1 person. It's only like half an hour away from me, down on back roads. That's when JP basically pushed me over the edge. Because one of my mates has been telling me for years to do it. Paul Blythe.
Well, not physically, I presume.
Well, it could try and push me over the edge, but there'd be a bloody big speed up.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't do that.
And so my mate Paul Blythe from VAPE magazine, he's been telling me for absolutely forever, get into reviewing. I've done a few like written pieces and given to him. I've never got not got any credit, but I'm not bothered. I've covered what he doesn't like reviewing. So I've covered what he don't like reviewing, given him my what I think of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's turned it from it's fucking shit to it's fucking great and put a review out. So yeah, it's been good so far. I'm learning as I go along.
Did you get any help, Skim, when you started? Or did you just...
No, I did it myself. I've got another. I had another YouTube channel I did years and years ago, and I hadn't done YouTube in a long time.
Right.
And the YouTube I had before, I got a video. It was like a million fucking views or something like that. It's hit and miss with things like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I deserve it. Right? It was a video I did. I did a. I'm trying. I don't want anyone to find it. Right?
It was something with a Mars bar, right? It was something with a Mars bar.
I did a very popular UK show on helium. Right, that's all I did. I just I changed the voices to helium, and it got a million fucking views or something like that. I was like, holy shit. But then I stopped and never did nothing. But when I did my first video, I was absolutely shitting myself. You can tell. You can back and watch it. I was absolutely shitting myself. It was horrible. I didn't like it. I go back and watch it and I look at it and I'm like, I was so awkward. I was like, it was. But I didn't think I'd get a view.
You feel sorry for yourself.
I didn't think I'd get a fucking view and I made a sub. So it's strange when you start getting subs and views and things like that. And Flatcap was amazing. Flatcap.
Oh yeah.
I think if it wasn't for Flatcap, I wouldn't have continued.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, because a big reviewer like Flatcap coming in and making a comment on your video, it was like, whoa, what? Do you know what I mean? I was pretty amazed, and I think you'll find I don't know if you'll find the same, but you've been in the community before me. I wasn't in the community. I wasn't in the YouTube vaping community when I started.
All right. Did you?
I've seen Vic, and I've seen TVP, and I've seen bits and bobs, the other people like Mike Vapes and stuff like that. And then I decided to do it. But I didn't know anything about live shows. I didn't know anything about chat and stuff like that. So that was a big difference. I think Flatcap was somebody I'd watched a couple of times, and then all of a sudden he commented my video, and I was like, ooh. So that sort of spurred me on.
I found the lives easy. Because, well, not now. When I'm working as a coach driver, I have to stand up in front of people and then explain everything to them.
It's confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas when it comes to filming a review, I'll go along, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I said no, I fucked up. So then I'll stop it, and then I'll do it again. So I'll end up with about 19 different takes of what I've said, and then I'll have to watch all 19 takes to find out where I fucked up, and then work out, edit it all together, and then kind of like scratch my head and go, oh, be right.
It's hard. It's hard because you've got to, you in your mind, people are judging you. You know what I mean? You think of all those people that could see this.
First couple of times,
you're saying, look at the state of this guy. Do you know what I mean? Look at. And you've got to get past that. You've got to pass that.
Oh,
I think the odd one out because I never did reviews and I just started lives and because I was lucky with the Custom Major Skins to be invited on shows, and then I felt like, oh, this is really cool. And having a background in making radio, it was something like I did before, and it kind of came together like, why don't try a live YouTube show? And I got a really great help with Bill and Mick and Graham on the OBS part and stuff, and really thankful for that. And I was on a late night vape show the first time. I was fucking nervous, man. I was fucking nervous. It was like, looking back at that, it was like, oh man, come on.
You think Mr. Anderson? I mean, I'm saying I was never part of the community, so I think that was difficult. I think if you're part of the community, it might make it easier. But I think of Mr. Anderson, Mr. A, he started his own channel, and I think no one knows what he looks like. No one knows. Do you know what I mean? And suddenly you think they're going to be looking at you going, oh, that's Mr. Anderson, and you're thinking, I mean, it's all in the head when you think about it. It's all bullshit in the head.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you've got to not give a shit what anybody thinks. And that's
what TVP likes. Have a thick skin. You have to have a thick skin, or
TVP's right. You've got to, not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because obviously Skint will tell you this. Like, my first live was with Skint. Like, my very first ever my first ever appearance on YouTube was a live. Like,
check, same here. Yeah.
And he was just like, "Are you nervous?" And I went, "I'm actually all right." And he went, "What?"
I was Saturday.
I'm very strange. I don't get nervous. I don't get embarrassed.
I was on the Saturday night vaporwave with Flat Cap, and do you know what got me, right? What got me is you watch a show and it's all so polished and they seem to know what they're doing, right? But when I got into the Saturday night vaporwave and they send you a link, I'd never done that before, right? Send a link and stuff. Oh fuck, Zoom, right? What's this? Click the link, and I go in. And I had Matt and Pud and Flat Cap, and they're sitting going, "Have you got this?" And you've got, and the more or less ignored me. Right? And I'm like,
I did too. Yeah.
I'm going to be like, "Hi, how you doing, Skid? Welcome to." I'm like, "Hi, how you doing?" And they're like, "Hi, how you doing?" Right? Have you got that? Have you organised that? Have you got pop-out chat and stuff like that? I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then they go live, and it's like, it's a show. It's a fucking show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that was like Mark TVP said, like that's like the other 10% of you. You're trying to be honest and be yourself, but the other 10% is like this little show you have to. There's always this pressure, but you have to. It's not like you want to have likes and subs, of course, but you have to entertain people as well. You have a responsibility to your public. Let's put it that way. You want to be entertained. You want to have people come and have a good time. Well, you want to have people have a good time. That's what you.
Definitely.
Well,
you've got
for
to
myself,
you've got to remember there's people watching.
Yeah, exactly.
There's people watching, and you've got to keep them interested and keep them entertained.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like all the support from the vaping community on all platforms, Instagram and Twitter.
Definitely.
Like I've been in chat in live shows for 18 months, 2 years, and then you get to know them people, and then, like I say, all other reviewers have been encouraging me, and that gives you a confidence boost.
Yeah,
I think my first live show, I went on Nature Vape's channel.
Oh, right.
And TVP come on the same night, and I didn't know he were coming on. That was my first venture. A bit nervous, and then I think I went on Northern Union after that. And then I started with JP, didn't I? At Christmas.
Yeah.
Doing when you did them reviewers for jumping in, and then Mank, and then I went on both. I find lives I quite enjoy them and they're easy to do.
Did so, yeah.
Do you
The
find,
easiest.
Simon? Do you find that it spurs you on to help new reviewers? When you see a new reviewer pop up, do you find that you want to comment on their videos and stuff like
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah. Like
it
when
does. I've never watched that.
Amateur Vape had popped up. Jackson Vape reviews, and I've been talking with them too and helping them out. So yeah.
I've never. I think a lot of people lose that, and I think Flat Cap is one of the people that doesn't lose that. And
Yeah, he's
you also
messaged
see a lot of
me
Flat
on
Cap.
some of my reviews and all. And
Yeah, you see a lot
yeah.
of Flat Cap. He will do that, and I think it's because he's never lost that. He's remembered what that was like when you were very low.
See, that's why I do that review of the week, and that's why I try and keep the bar low to give the smaller reviewers a chance to get viewed, and for people that's not seen them before, the opportunity to go, oh, I'll go and see what the rest of that review and watch a couple of their videos and that. Hopefully, get them some subs from it.
And a special thanks to Mike MF Vape. He's helped me out a lot, and he sent me a nice care package with a load of items into the review. So
yeah, it's definitely something you shouldn't lose. You should never lose, no matter how many subs you've got. You should never lose that. You should always be supportive of those that are just starting out.
I'm one of these. It's a hobby. I mean, at this moment in time, I enjoy everything I'm doing, and I'm under no pressure because I'm not getting outside from any companies. I win quite a lot on giveaways. So that's
more jam than Hartley's.
Yeah, because you're one lucky bastard.
I know. Well,
more jam than Hartley's in.
You've got to be them to win them. That's all
I think with my kind of approach to it is if someone comments on a video and they want to know more about a product, or I leave more like an open door policy, and I'll go, look, I'm on Facebook, just type in my YouTube name into Facebook. I'll happily speak. I mean, I've spoken to countless people after them watching a mech review or a dripper review. No, like it's really nice to get like a proper one-on-one. Obviously not face-to-face, but like a one-on-one, like, should I buy this? And I'm like, yeah, you should totally buy it. And I give like my honest, more even in-depth opinion on why they should or why they shouldn't, or so that's what I normally do, because when it comes to like streaming and stuff, I'm pretty much a gobshite. So when it comes to I like that mech. Are you selling that mech, or where can I buy that? I think
a lot of the problem.
5 links on you go.
I think a lot of the problem lies. I think a lot of the problem lies with experience as well, right? Because if I don't see Flat Cap and a lot of Bro and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of, right? I don't see them saying I think they say about 30% of their stuff is shit. Right, so 70% of their stuff is okay, and I do that as well. If you watch my channel is the same. But I think if you were coming in, you were just starting up vaping, and you look at these channels, my channel or Flat Caps or Aiden's, or do you know what I mean? These channels, I think we've got experience a lot more in vaping. Do you know what I mean? So we know how to wick, we know how to do stuff like that. So when you're looking for if you're wanting to get any DIY or something like that, you're going to go like, oh, they say that's a good tank. And then they get the tank, they're struggling to wick it because they don't have that experience. You gain that experience over time. So then they look at you and go like, he recommended this is fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? And I think that can be a difficulty, a disconnect from the audience. I don't know how to get past that. I don't think you can get past that.
From experience of doing
this
that.
one were a major fail for me.
We had hold on, what was his name? Because it was I think it was a Scott Hamilton. And he got the blotto because I always praised the blotto because it's one of my go-to RTAs, and I actually sent him a video on how to wick it, like from Facebook Messenger. Where is it? Was it Scott? Where is it? Yeah, Scott. He's a Scotsman, and he says I'm struggling, and I literally filmed it from my phone and went, "This is what you've got to do."
Good for you, mate.
Took my time. I says, look, I said, just practice, take your time, having our setup going. If you need to take a vape, if you're getting frustrated, just take your time, chill out, don't worry about it. And if you run into any issues, drop me another link and I'll even FaceTime you and he hasn't
Yeah,
got back.
that's great, man, and that's what this whole vaping community should and is about, and that's the great thing you feel when you enter this as a new guy as well, or as a rookie or as something who is new to vaping. You will experience that this vape scene is so helpful and embraces you and try to put you on your right track on vaping, and that's great that you're taking the time out there, James. That's awesome.
I've done it. I've done like James did there. I've done it a few times over the years where people turn around and says, me not being a reviewer, they're like, I can't get a good flavour out of this, and I'm thinking, really? So then after going down the chat, why are you using, what cotton are you using, what juice are you using, how are you doing this? Oh, sorry, like do a Facebook Live, like on Messenger, just like me and that person. I can go through it how I do it, and then quite literally about an hour afterwards, straight back up Facebook going, thanks for helping me out, mate. I'm getting banging flavour now. Thank you. Thank you so
That's
much.
a good feeling. That's a good feeling.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
Feed there, I was talking to Scott. There's the video.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah, that's
go.
great. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, taking your time, reaching out. That's awesome. Yeah.
I'll say anybody that's on my Facebook, well, there's the bit. Anybody that kind of like joins now, my Facebook is kind of personal, so people that I do know through, like JP, Simon62, Jay, they're on my Facebook. But anybody else that comes along, I've got a Facebook group, and everybody can go into that. But that's the way I am. It's a bit like what Dean says: my personal life's my personal life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same because I've got 2 accounts running. I've got me one that I'll actually deal with the vaping side of things, anything with YouTube, but then I've got my personal side where it's my workmates and friends and family and things like that. That's how I operate.
Well, I don't. When I started my YouTube channel, I did a Twitter account for my cat. I didn't have one. I didn't have a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and I started from scratch, sort of thing. And there's a lot of stuff to take in because they're all on different platforms for sharing this, that, and another. And then the biggest one for me were StreamYards to do my show. Now, the reason I picked this because when I were on Sunday with Vaping Mank, he used it and he says this is the easiest one to use. So that's what I've used. And now, 6 weeks in, I more or less got the hang of it because we're having a bit of cock-ups, as you do. So there is a lot to learn, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'll make it 3 minutes.
Makes it fun.
I need to tinkle.
All right.
To
Tinkle, fucking hell.
Tinkle.
I'm
That's
being
a fucking
polite.
mouthful.
Tinkle, polite.
So
It's gone to spend a
James,
penny.
if you're thinking of setting StreamYards up, it is a bit daunting, but you'll get to it if you're used to computer stuff.
StreamYards, I think StreamYards is. I've never used it, but I think it's.
Well, the good thing is, I've been toying with it, like because I've got it because I've got an iPhone as well. I've actually linked it to my iPhone also, so I can actually do things on the phone and it changes it on the screen for me as well.
Yeah.
So I've just been, like I said, I've just been tinkering with it just to see what I'm able to do and what I can.
You can have all your bumpers, your banners, and all your logos on there. The other system, you have to have that OBS running 2 lots, and I've heard it's really difficult. That so.
I think I was going to say, you've done like all the bumpers and things like that for it, and then it'll just be a case of us.
Oh, with Streamlabs, it's if we're all logged in the same account, then we've got. That's a good thing about having the one channel. We all have access to one channel.
Right.
That when James logs into it, it's all there.
Right. Weird. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I literally just need to click a button and go, can everybody hear me?
I was lucky enough to Mick and Bill. They taught me OBS Studio right away. Like, okay, this is what I learned, and that's really, once you get the hang of it, it's not even that hard. But it gives me a bit more control about the graphics and the sounds and stuff like that, and still have to work on my Adobe After Effects and stuff like that. But I kind of like you see what you got, and that's. But there's many ways to go to a live show or host a live show, so to say, and nothing wrong with it. But that's what I just call.
Rion has the bottle. He has 2 bottles.
Yes.
Oh,
I do not have 1 bottle.
Two. You want another blood too? I hate the thing. Sorry, I don't like it. It's
A lot of
too
people don't like the
restrictive for me.
bottle. I've never tried it.
Absolutely. I've got the. I love the
It's
bottle.
great to build the stuff, but no, I don't know.
I've got the bottle mini, and I like the bottle opener. I said that last
Oh
night.
yeah,
Do you like the bottle opener better?
yeah. We were showing that last night. Yeah. We could-
I'm going to remember I need to go off camera for far too long.
KP, have you got a bottle?
I've never had one.
You know, no, me neither, mate. Me neither. Never tried it. That was
Healthy
very
back.
much used.
Oh, it's
if you like restricted, then yeah, the blood's always for you.
It was very mixed. Apparently, Wickham was the problem, wasn't it? The bottle.
well, it's
No problems with it.
I would say like it's just because I've got, like you said, the experience and just taking the time to figure out. And it's also down to juices as well, because if you're using a really thick juice, obviously you're going to wick it completely differently if you're going to put a 50-50 through it, or so it's really down to that as well. Like if you go, right, okay, what is it saying this? Like that's a great thing I can say to anyone in chat is if you go, right, I'm going to wick any RTA.
I hope.
You go, okay, what is the viscosity of this liquid, and go, right, I'm going to work with thinner
I
cotton.
mean, we've got to do a buffet now that make. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't really.
He's
How are we all doing?
Here. Oh,
We can't see you, mate.
How can you see me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you, said the blind man.
We can hear
No,
car,
it's
but
no.
Oh, there we go.
There we
Hello.
go. That was a better
Hello,
picture
Mick.
before.
I think he probably was. All right, let me just stretch my chat out.
Oh, sexy.
Professional caster here. Hello, Skin. Love the
yeah, pro cats. Yeah.
There's too many bald people in Sweden now, you know. Too much.
I do.
That's why I keep my
heads
cap
in a
on.
row.
My hair's going back. Yes.
Something good your appreciation society.
Oh, hey,
Lockdown
Jay.
here.
Funky who can get it off?
No,
Second
man.
man tomorrow, it's going great.
You save money on shampoo.
You saved it the other day.
I'll do this to fit in.
Hey, up it's Kylie in the top corner. In a minute now, he's going to start going la 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 la.
Don't start that. Everybody fancies fucking James. Everybody's David.
Hey, Mick, I've heard you've been up our neck at woods today, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Well, just recently, just a couple of hours ago.
Wait 2 seconds.
Brought a
I can
chap up.
just a commotion. 2 minutes.
I like it.
He's picked a guy up. He says, I need to go to Huddersfield, so I popped up.
Huh?
Bless you.
Which was a welcome bonus. It's the furthest I've been for a while.
Right.
Good.
Hello, everybody in chat.
We haven't
Hello.
got as many as
Hello.
we haven't got as many as you normally get in chat.
No,
Well,
I'm,
Mick is,
I'm a
is
struggling
trying,
reviewer, you see.
Yeah.
Mick is trying to bail YouTube. He's trying to go over to another platform. What is it called?
Which one? Oh,
I see a lot in that other one.
Yeah, it's a Facebook thing. What was it?
no, not
Instagram.
Facebook.
No, but
oh, what do they call it?
LinkedIn, Twitter,
I can't
Snapchat,
remember.
TikTok.
Haps TV.
Haps.
That one.
Haps
Yeah.
TV for all new
Run there a
reviewers
lot,
who
mate.
don't want to pay for a Zoom room and you want to try it out. Go on to Haps TV. Look it up to your YouTube channel and your Facebook channel, and you can go out with both of them at once.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
then.
I did try it into making
Which?
my computer's just crap.
Yeah, I think it does use quite a bit of juice.
Is
but,
it good? Is it working?
It works very well. They've gone with new. Hello, Struth. They've gone with some new servers. I think they kept fading. Hello, Rian. And so they went with some new servers. But it seems alright. I quite enjoyed it sometimes. It's funny because I use a VPN and it thinks I'm in New York.
Sometimes that can work for you.
Well, that was the reason I got the VPN, to be honest, because I was sat there listening to a stream by people that know better than me. And they said, oh, you've no chance of getting into America because you're in your little YouTube GB. And somebody said, why don't you get a VPN? Ding! Now I'm in YouTube New York.
I keep forgetting to turn mine on.
And mine, I'm in Wakefield, New York, which happens to be the Bronx.
All right.
I'm in an area that's very same as Wakefield anyway.
Yeah, I've just popped down the M62. It's been a while since I've been down there. I quite enjoyed that actually. Made a change. I used to do a lot of long distance, and now I've been stuck in this little town of ours. No, not knocking them that, but I've been stuck here for a long time, and you just sit there and sit there.
Quiet up motorway then. M62, no problems.
Yeah, look, it was reasonable. Yeah, it
That's
was nice.
a first. There's normally a crash.
That's
on
easy, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. Come down the A1, 72 miles an hour, as you do.
until you got to the gantries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't fly about. But before the days of overhead cameras and stuff like that, you used to go down to London. Then used to be, I think there was something like 4 on the way back from London, wasn't there? There was like one Peterborough area, something like that, wasn't there?
A single stretch of road and then one by Blythe Services.
Yeah.
There used to be a roundabout and you used to go past like an airfield.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, there was that one there.
All the speed cameras there, and then you get to just shy of Blythe Services, and there'll be another one there.
Oh, well, see, I never got as far as that because I come off at Newark. But and I used to know where there was, and I just used to do 99 mile an hour. Yeah. Beep beep.
Beep beep.
I'm sorry. I've drove up and down all these roads and something big and heavy.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you get past Newcastle and you get to the border on that side, well, on the east coast, it's just speed camera city. As soon as you go, it's like, welcome to Scotland. We're going to take your license.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I once went to the body rig and dropped a parcel off. Say again, James.
Lincolnshire's like that. Very speed camera, isn't it?
A lot of the speed cameras have been axed.
Yeah.
Except on the A18. There's still a lot of speed cameras on there, but they're weight limit cameras. So if your vehicle's over 7.5 ton and you're doing more than 50 mile an hour, you get clicked. But when they look at the picture and see it's a coach, and they know that the coach is, the wagons are limited to 40 mile an hour on a single carriageway, so they're set to 40 mile an hour and 7.5 ton. So if you're driving a coach down there and you go over the 50, which is the speed limit for coaches, you get flash, and every driver's like, shit, I hope I don't get a freaking ticket. And you don't, because you look at the picture, the seat's a coach. That's how to do that. As long as you're not doing more than 50.
Yeah. That's the one Stuart Wansford.
While you guys are talking M-ways, I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll need to head, lads. That's me.
Everybody's leaving now, got you?
They're all nipping to Lou.
Bye, everyone. Welcome to the Late Night Vape Show.
Before you go, Skint, I'm the booking agent for the Saturday show. Would you be available to come on in the distant future?
Yes. Send me a message, Simon. We'll talk, mate. Definitely. I'd love to.
If he don't harass you, I will.
Yeah. Oh, Gareth does.
Definitely.
Oh, Jim Bean.
Mac. You know I love you. It has been a pleasure. We don't talk often enough, mate. We do not.
No. Well, I'm the booking agent, so make sure you get on Simon's. You're more than welcome to come on ours any time. Just give us a shout when you.
I know. We just don't talk fucking often.
When you need to talk to less people. Well, ring me up. You got my phone number.
I know.
We've all got each other's telephone number, haven't we?
I know.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
That's scary.
Well, it's fine. As long as you don't send dick pics.
Listen, lads, thanks very much for the show. It's been appreciated. Thanks for hosting us.
Good to see you again, mate. Good to see you again.
We'll see you. Oh, have a good night.
Yeah, you too, mate. And I'll see you soon.
Good luck with the new show.
Simon, thank you, everybody. Bye.
Good luck, mate.
Tomorrow.
Stay safe.
And we're down to 6.
And then there was 6.
6 and one is still up his blotto because he was missing it.
This is a little bit like a green room, this.
This is more like the Saturday night show, except we've got the guest of Mick reviews from the late night vape show.
Yeah, welcome.
So
you
Simon,
wanted me to come on.
questions.
No, nice to actually meet you on
round 2.
On a show, Mick. I don't think we've been on together.
No, we've never had a chat, have we, really? We ought to.
Nice to meet you in some sort of person.
Yeah.
Strood. Yeah, hang on. Strood. Is a flavor ban going ahead July 1st in the Netherlands? I'm not sure yet. They're forming a new government at the moment, so we're not sure what's coming out of that. So let's keep it like 50-50. But yeah,
Bloomberg's in this one, though.
Don't get me started, mate. Don't get me started. We're not gonna make it, yeah.
Just before we get my only opinion on the whole flavor ban thing, what they really
don't get me started.
We'll be here till 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
why can't I understand why most governments can't just do what the UK government's doing, going, look, what they're doing is making sense.
Yeah.
They're giving the
promote
people
it.
the choice if they want a flavour, if they want to be this strength, they want to use, they're basically giving us the power, and if we want to use it, we'll use it. If we don't, we don't. I don't understand why other people have to rain down terror.
But the problem
I couldn't agree more. And what it comes down to is like lobby and money, and that's it. That's it.
Well,
people have a
other
foot
problem
in the door over here, and they're gonna wreck the whole door fucking open, wide open.
The other
That's what it
problem with it is because Britain's left Europe. What will happen there is they'll collectively go, right, we want Brexit. Then we can make our own rules up, and that's what everyone's scared of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's you can say lobby and money, but I think it's more of corruption. If big companies try to influence the politics, it's corruption. It's just corruption.
It's like India.
Yeah, probably. I don't know about the situation in India, to be honest, but yeah,
Does anybody ever watch?
politics,
Does anybody ever watch Brent Stafford?
yeah, still in the land.
Who is it?
He's well. Subscribe to him immediately. Everybody's subscribe to Brent Stafford. He's like a journalist for the vaping industry, and he gets people on and discusses. I can't remember the name. Regulator Watch.
Yeah, Regulator Watch. That's the one. Definitely.
Fascinating guy. Absolutely fascinating guy.
Yep, definitely.
And he's a journalist, and he interviews different people from different parts of the world.
Regulatory. That's it. Sorry. Regulatory Watch. Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was Regulator Watch. Anyway, basically, they've worked out. Every country ever talks to, they've just worked out that Bloomberg is an absolute twat.
Yep.
We know that.
It's always.
Anyone can tell you that from any field. He's just a money grabbing twat.
So if you watch the vaping inside video, you'll see that he's a complete twat.
Yeah, he is. He just sticks his nose in where nobody wants him and shoves his money in there. Anyway, not to waffle on about that because
but that's one of the reasons I started doing DIY. If we have a flavor, and if it's like going down here, I still have people sharing knowledge with me, like Mick and Graham and Bill and Disco and all these great people out there sharing those knowledge, and we're trying to pass it on through the show as well, and make your own. And it will pass.
It's a secret.
Eventually,
That's a secret.
vaping will survive. Eventually, I believe. Maybe it takes like 3, 4, 5 years, but it will fucking survive because it's good.
No, it's got.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The other person who's got as much jam as Hartley's is Simon 62.
Yeah, he just wins everything too.
So does Simon.
That's what Zippy was talking about last night when she was saying about she can get concentrates because even food companies use them. So she said, she'd be relatively all right.
The thing is, if you make yourself sufficient, and then nobody can bother you. If you've got some flavors, it's a little bit of nicotine and a mech, you're never going to run out of anything. So.
Yeah.
Fight them with what they're fighting with.
And probably, if you have a proper setup and you take care of it, it will last for years. You can make your own coils if you want to. Just buy some wire. They can't ban wire. If you want, the only thing they can ban is like the nicotine. It's probably at some point it's going to be hard to obtain nicotine. But if you got flavors, which are food flavors, you can obtain them. Just be smart about it. But the thing is that these rules in place are only there to keep people on the smokes, and you want people off the smokes, and that's what it's. That's why it's cringing. Like, come on, man.
There's been an industry about for years though. They've basically got this thing. It's like, right, come and try our chewing gum and our patches, and that'll get you off smoking. So you fail after about 2 months, then you go back to the thing. So then you smoke for a while longer, and then you go back on the patches and the gums, and then you fail again. They basically got the job sewn up between them. Yep. You're never going to do any good. I mean, a lot of people do cold turkey.
Once you start vaping, you're actually quitting smoking.
Yeah, well, yeah. Whether you have 10 fags a day, or 15 or whatever, and you still vape, eventually you will come to a point where you pick up a cigarette and you think it's not as good as that vape, and that's when you've won.
Yeah.
Right, I've just posted in the Vaping Demystified video, and I've also posted in the Regulator Watch.
Yeah.
That's where it shows up.
That is.
He has only got a couple of videos on his own thing, but the majority of times it's like on like Philip
Yeah, Rick
Schneider,
Thorwald is
people like that,
really
and
a
all of them.
must-see. Really
Is
a
he an
must-see.
American
Please.
journalist then?
He is,
Canadian.
Oh, Canadian.
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 It's Canadian. Yeah.
We had a
got-
Canadian on last night.
He's got he's got some history with television, and you can tell because he's got the right, you know.
All right.
I wonder if she's about that.
But it's
Yeah.
well worth a watch. If you, but I say we live in the utopia which is the United Kingdom, so we all sort of sit back and look. Oh, please we don't live there.
Yeah,
But,
you're still going to keep sharp on it, though.
You have, yeah. Yeah, at the minute it's popular. Till Bloomberg gets to be prime minister, I think we're doing all right. Till he decides to settle the country's debt after COVID and says, "Well, I want to be the boss now." Then we're all right.
Mm. Oh my God. Conspiracy theories.
I don't do many.
No, I know. You don't.
Anyway, to anybody what was going to watch us on our channel, sorry I had to cancel, but I got a really good job in for 11 o'clock, and which eventually cancelled, but I've only just finished, literally walked in the thing, so we'd have been going off by now, so would have been a bit pointless to do a 10-minute show.
And I'm sorry for spamming on your group, but I thought, well, if you're not doing the show,
Might as well.
throw the option open to anybody that's like, wait. I'm not joking. I've spammed Facebook. I've spammed Instagram. I've spammed everything.
I was going to say just a fantastic one line in there. Stop vaping the corruption and stop making money from illness. That's a
No, what he says, like, yeah,
Mm.
vaping is stopping the corruption from making money from. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
it is.
right, yeah.
It's a
Because
fantastic.
It's in the way of them making money. Vaping is.
It wasn't too long ago where NHS spotters started turning around to people and saying, "Oh, you've got lung cancer. How many cigarettes do you smoke a day?" Majority of people turn around and hope never smoked. But the ones that have turned around and said, "Oh, I'm on 20 a day," well, you've got a choice. You either stop smoking or you die. But I will also let you know that we might restrict your services. Hang on a minute. I'm paying £10 a packet tax, which goes to NHS, and you're putting your services down. What the? Yeah.
Thing is, I mean, I tried a couple of times. I once stopped for over a year, and it never left me. Never ever left me. And then I went straight back to it. And then a friend of mine started vaping, and I'm like, "What are you doing with that, you idiot, man?" You know, this, that, and the other. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. Anyway, I started it was the 18th of January 2016. I actually found it on my Twitter account. And you know, within the first month, I found it quite difficult. And I had a particularly stressful time in the February, and I used to smoke 5 fags at once, and then throw the packet in the cupboard, and it just went more and more and more and more towards the vape. And I remember it was my 50th birthday in the November, and I actually started to feel it lift. It was an amazing feeling. I'd been stuck on cigarettes for all those years, and I actually thought, I don't want, I'm really not that bothered about them. And I think I had one that week. That was all I had.
Boom,
But
yeah.
now I haven't had one for nearly 2 years. Or a
Wow.
year and a half. And I think if you can get down to one every year and a half, they'll never really harm you, will they? Unless you set fire to the bed or something.
I'm doing my quit date is coming up in May, like the 4th of May. I've quit for a year. But I've said to myself, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette every 6 months. Just to, remind myself on how disgusting it is. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's the 4th today, right? So the 4th, next month I'll be smoking a cigarette, yeah.
I'm just asking, Mick, did you smoke cigars?
I would smoke anything. I used to have a cigar on occasions. My mum and dad used to travel to Spain, and at one bit you could get 50 of them big kick Edwards for about 20 quid. So they used to bring me a box of them back. But I rolled my own for years.
Yeah, that's why I were on rolling tobacco. Yeah.
When I first started with the cabs, basically you get tips every day, and it was enough to buy you fags. So I started smoking Marlboro Lights, and I smoked them for probably, it must have been 15 years, I think. And that's what I packed up on, really. That's what the ones I stopped. When I stopped, because we travel abroad quite a lot when in the pandemic. And I used to bring 1,000 back each time, so I never actually bought a packet of cigarettes in the shop for a lot of years. But I even kept them. I kept them for well over a year, them cigarettes, because I thought, you never know. And then I finally sold them off, to my mates and that.
Yeah. But what you said, like about this relieving feeling when you're really won over the cigarettes, like this feeling, like you're not stressed about. Okay, I don't have any cigarettes. I don't have a lighter. That you're like, it's getting into your mind like, oh, that stress is gone.
Yeah.
You know, I've got my vape, I got my juice, I'm fine.
Yeah,
It's
The only,
amazing.
the only time that I actually wasn't really smoke, but it was I got when my daughter was born, my dad brought over a couple of bottles of a bottle of brandy and cigars.
Yeah.
It was just
That was always the thing, wasn't it?
And then when my son was born, I did the same again. But then I was just like, I said to him, listen, so this time just bring the one cigar. I'll have maybe one or two puffs off of it. Because I didn't want to be rude. And then I says, and then you can finish it. Like I was just, because even that, because I was like, I just remember sitting there going, oh, I could feel myself going green. I was going to be sick.
Yeah.
On that first one, so I was like, okay, it's my first child. Let's go for it. Let's. But yeah, never again. So
I don't think I could have another cigar.
that was obviously my son's now coming up for 3, my daughter's 6. So really, the last time I had a proper like pull on anything tobacco related was when she was born. So there you go.
I like Mick used to roll my own, and you used to like rolling them up, didn't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I could run.
You lost doing that, didn't you?
Yeah.
But now you can tinker away with your coils and your wicks.
Must be good the Scottish roll then when it comes to wicking. You just like
Now we're rolling cotton instead of
Yeah, I would love to see it because my grandfather used to pick his horses, and he used to have the cig paper in his hand, and he used to be like that with the back hair spreading it out type thing, and he's not paying attention to that. He's looking at his horses, and he's like that, rolling one-handed.
One hand
roller. I would love to see him actually do wicking on tanks if he was still alive type thing. Yeah.
Perfect cotton placement every
Can you whip my tank with one hand?
My dad did a great one a couple of years ago while I was smoking. He went to St. Petersburg on a boat, like a cruiser kind of thing. St. Petersburg, Russia, for anybody who did it.
Yeah.
So that's
in Florida.
It wasn't technically classed as EU, but my dad brought a boatload of backy back, Golden Virginia. Now my mum turned around and she goes, "Oh, we found this cheap place in Russia." I'm thinking, "Oh, fuck." And it's selling they're selling Golden Virginia, and you're on roll-ups, are you? I went, yeah. What is it? She goes, "Well, each pouch is it works out as £1.50. What do you want us to do?" I said, "Well, bring as much as you can, possibly can back. Don't worry, I'll sort it." And I'm thinking at £1.50, it's going to be like that little block, that little 50-gram block that you could get. Oh no, 250s. So when the full 2 ounces, so the big packet that's like 20 quid over here.
2 ounces. Yeah.
So when they got to customs, they were going through anything didn't declare kind of thing, and they were checking everybody because they knew that this place in Russia is really, really cheap. Yeah. So they turned around to my dad and just went, "And what's this then?" My dad, being an ex-copper, who went, "Personal use officer." Really? So he opened the packet up, rolled it out, put a bristle paper in front of him, and said, "Roll one." Now my dad was in front of the queue. Now my dad used to smoke years ago, and he always goes fishing. And when he does the West Yorkshire Police fishing team, there's always a couple of lads that can't roll themselves without using a machine, and it's normally absolutely bouncing down with rain. So my dad just goes, "There you go, that's a good one." So the customs bloke says, "Go on then, roll up then." My dad went, "What do you want, prison cig or Cuban cigar?" So the bloke thought my dad was being cocky, so he put out 10 roll-ups. He says, I want from prison roll-up to Cuban cigar, bigger size. And my dad just bammed them all out, and literally, customs bloke went, "Look, I'm screwed here." Carry on. Next person did exactly next person picked the paper up and just couldn't even roll, so he just went, "Right, seized."
Oh boy. Can we just give a shout out to Rian, by the way? Tuesday will be 6 months smoke free. Great man.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks guys. From 2-pack today for about 30 years to nothing in 6 months. That's great, man. All thanks to vaping. Yeah, and that's something we should spread the vaping word, and that's what it's all about. And then Stuart, worst thing about vaping when you get to work and find out you forgot to put the charged 1850 batteries in your mods. That's why I always I have this pouch I carry to work. There's always 2 batteries in there, always.
Yeah, I have like I always set batteries to work, but on one side of the case, so I don't let batteries roll around. I always have one side that's got a bit of tape on the bottom.
Yeah.
And when the batteries are facing, when the negatives are down on the tape, I know they're fresh. And when I put them back in, they're going like positive side. So when I get home, they go all in the charger.
Yep. Yeah. If they're switched in my box, they're empty. If they're aligned the same way, they're full.
Yeah, but if you get like a 2-caser,
I always have a good 2.
No way of working it out. You could think they're actually 2 fully charged ones. They could actually be 2 fully discharged.
Oh, but but it's I carry a Legend which has 2, and I carry a Max which has a 21700. So I always know.
Yeah, I do have a Max.
I can't stand the smell either of Struths, to be honest. People, I'll stand down, out the way of people when they're lapping up. Yeah.
Not me neither.
Well, upwind really, but out the bloody way of it. I don't.
It's like a balcony. People are smoking like 2 neighbors down. There's a balcony, same level, and I can smell over here. It's like 50, 40 meters away. Even if the windows are closed, I can smell it. They're smoking. It's weird.
Yeah, you're like that when you go. What, Pascal?
Even passing by.
Did that smell as bad as that?
Yeah, that's right. I always think that. Yeah,
but it's like the other thing type thing, and you're like that going. Well, I haven't seen that colour on my fingers for a long time.
Yeah, that yellow. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or the yellow mustache. You see it in your. Oh man.
Yeah, when you see somebody with a grey beard and it's all yellow through cigarettes, you think.
Yeah.
So what did you used to do then to try and get rid of that yellow staining off your fingers?
I never really had any.
Well, I never really bothered. I did at one point. I used to use plasters, so I never got the stain on my fingers when I was at school.
I never really had any. People actually used to think I didn't smoke. I never used to smoke inside, so people used to think I didn't smoke. I never smelled of it.
My nails got yellow, but my hands were always clean because I'm a bicycle mechanic. So if you're done in the workshop, you clean your hands very thoroughly because they're black, right? And then the only thing was yellow nails, but only on your index and your middle finger.
I always had a bonus because I've still got it now. Dermatitis. So 9 times out of 10, I smoke and then I go to wash my hands with allegedly good soap, and then all my skin would just fall off. It'd be like, I haven't smoked at all today.
I've got the psoriasis on the elbows. Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, I got it on my hand actually.
Yeah.
A couple of months
it's
ago.
It's a good stress gauge.
Couple of months
it's
ago,
one of the reasons I wear a cap actually, because there's psoriasis right over here.
I mean,
probably makes it worse, Jay. To be fair.
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't.
No.
It's like my doctor says, don't wear anything when your skin's bad. Well, I'm sorry, but I've got to wear nitrile gloves because when I bend my fingers and blood starts pissing everywhere, there's a bit of contamination risk there, isn't there? And the sweat actually helps keep my skin moist, so it helps.
All right.
But I went on a Zoom with TVP and his group. I think it was just before Christmas, and we were having a bit of a chin wag, and I basically went to go grab something. Somebody saw my hand, and it looked like, and everyone was like, "Can you look like you put your hand in deep fat fryer?" I went, "This is a good day."
I'm starting to itch now.
You see that? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I'm rather shocked that I ain't got either dermatitis or psoriasis or out like that with the industry I work in. Yeah. Because I've been in it for over 10 years. I'm working with chemicals, I'm working with paper, and I'm rather shocked that I hadn't actually, my skin suffered for it.
Well, I got
it's a DNA thing. It's not something you catch or something. It's a DNA thing. It's but it's in your system. It's not.
Like say my father suffers with it, so that's where if you're going down DNA type thing, I was expecting it myself.
Could still come up. Yeah.
Mine's dermatitis, and it's only started since I was driving. Well, basically a bread van down the road, a bread van bus with the engine at the front. And the automatic gearbox blew up. And as it blew up, what I didn't know was when it blew up, the ATF fluid was boiling hot. And it blew straight into the cab. And I didn't know it. Yeah, I breathed it in as well. So 3 days in hospital on a ventilator. And when I came out, I was quite literally wearing new skin because all my skin had just peeled off. And ever since then, I've had dermatitis.
Yeah, it's lethal, that stuff.
Yeah.
That bloody fluid's awful stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're learning how to breathe after coming off a ventilator. I do not recommend it. Anybody? Oh, you just go in the hospital and you're on a ventilator and you breathe. Yeah, you've got to learn how to fucking breathe again.
Yeah.
Because the machine does it for you. I've had to do that as well because I've got COPD. So I've had a few like bad asthma attacks and it changed to suit COPD. And I was on a ventilator for a good couple of weeks and they took me off and I was just like, right. I was like, what? The best way to describe it is go, something's not right, and then you realise you're not breathing. Like yourself, you've got to kind of go, like to try and start your muscle memory.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another good one to have. Well, if you ever experience it, the anaphylactic shock. Because if you get to hospital, if you're that epileptic, you get not epileptic. If you get bad with allergies, you get an EpiPen, which basically is adrenaline. 10 times out of 10, when I get it, when I used to get it on dolls, I just used to get somebody to punch me in the face and adrenaline used to stop. That used to sort it. But 1 or 2 times I went to hospital and they used to pump you full of atropine and adrenaline. I'm not joking. It was like train spotting. You were climbing the ceiling. It was a good feeling, but you were climbing up the ceiling.
You felt you could just jump and hit the moon.
Just about vaping and smoking. Sorry, guys. Scott Morrison is responding. I've been vaping for 12 years, but when I went from hospital to rehab hospital after brain surgery, I was wanting my vape. So once in rehab, the guy asked if I smoke. I said yes, and he gave me one. Then his brother took my vape in that night. Yeah,
Yeah, once you get off of...
It's just the nicotine. It is the fucking nicotine. That's what makes this hard to...
This stream is kicking off my hype.
Yeah. Well, it is. Net Reality's been ill for last week, hasn't he? Because he had super strength.
It's not the stream, man. It's not the stream.
He's a sissy.
He's a pussy.
He's a big girl's blouse. Watch out, because I've been to Yorkshire today. I know all the terms now.
Oh,
does
boy.
that?
Yeah.
Did that go to slow it?
No. Well, it'd have been shut, wouldn't it? So outside when he opens. Week on Monday.
Hey, while Graham is here anyway.
Oh, that'll piss him off even more.
I did that last night.
All of a sudden, he's going to turn around in a minute and go, hooked on punk, you're going to hell.
Yeah, I know. That's what he did last night, right?
He's going to start playing you some...
So, anyway, Mick, the big question is what we asked earlier on. Have you had an Easter egg this weekend?
Oh.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is. To be honest.
It's probably shaped like this.
Yeah, I can't remember which one she got me. So
Kit Kat, celebration.
No, it's a fair old thing, that. My wife's on the keto diet. She said, I don't want an Easter egg. Can you get me a bottle of gin? So well, only if I can get one for 75 pence.
That's the watered down fish.
What, did you get one of those little ones?
No, I got some gin. Bless her.
I got my driveway painted.
How did you?
Yeah. One of the neighbours had been complaining, so out of the 8 flats we're in, 6 of them had new driveways put in, at a nice cost of $2,000 a piece. Now, there's not wrong with my driveway, and as a driver, I can actually turn around to so-called qualified people and say, heck off, there's nothing wrong with that driveway. I can get in and out of my driveway, and it's on a 45-degree slope. I can get in and out of my driveway, rain, hail, sleet, snow, wind, whatever. All the other driveways were all dug up by gas, but mine was the original one. A bloke turned around and says, well, it doesn't look that good. I said, wait there, I'll sort it. So my dad went out. My dad likes to get away from my mum quite often. Normally he just goes to Spain, but that's not on the cards at the moment. So the last week he's been painting my driveway with bitumen. It's like a paint you can get that you actually roll over, like your tarmac and concrete, and it looks like brand new tarmac. Yep. And it sets within like 2 hours. So the only downside is you can't do it when it's raining. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he loved it. He got half the driveway done. Then Thursday came and absolutely bombed it down.
Yeah, that stuff's a twat when people are painting gates with it.
Yeah, it stinks.
And then they turn out they want,
Perfume.
I want a white gate type thing, and you didn't realise that the view's bitumen, and you start painting away, and like half an hour later, the black's bled through type thing. Like, for fuck's sake. That means I'm gonna have to get a fucking primer for it. A whisper gold grey egg. Oh,
It was, yeah, I can't remember what she got. A lot of times, I know what it was. It was they call them biscuits. It'll
Oreos.
come to me. Yeah, Oreos. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, Oreos. Oh, right.
The chocolatey, creamy thing.
That's what it is.
It's like you say, I want to take my little girl to a toy shop to actually get some toys for Easter. And like I said, they're not being open, and I goes, I'll get you an egg, so you've got some. So I went into Tesco's type thing, and he goes, what do you want? And he goes, I want one of those Kinder eggs, the little ones. They'll be the bigger ones further down, and we'll go and have a look type thing. And she sees the ones with the princess, and goes, you sure you want that one, or do you want a minion one? I'll have a minion one because it's bigger. It's a bigger toy.
Yeah.
The Kinder eggs were always expensive, weren't they?
£10 that was.
It's weird, really, isn't it? Because everybody's like, oh, Kinder, it means child, doesn't it, in German?
Yeah.
Child
Kinder
egg.
surprise.
Yeah.
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 Or child surprise.
Used to be always used to get a really big surprise when there was no toy in it.
Yeah.
That's a please.
Guys, my wee one is up and he's starting to scream. I'm needing to head just now.
Alright.
For some night terrors. I will catch you all later. It
Yeah,
was
nice.
See you later, James.
Take care.
I'll chat to you soon, mate.
Yeah.
Be safe, man.
See you later, mate.
Nice to see you, mate.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
Catch you again.
And we're
Yeah,
done.
we'll
Truly
find.
is the late night vape show.
Yeah.
It's the Saturday show takes over the late night vape show. Well,
Well,
one
you've
half
got
of
to
the
do
late
something
night vape
different.
show.
So I actually put the show up for 10:30, and then I got these couple of jobs coming out. I thought, well, the way it's been, YouTube's not the way I make money. So you just need to be realistic, don't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
real life
normally-
takes precedence.
Oh yeah. I mean, as we go throughout the year, if there's a bank holiday before Sunday before the bank holiday Monday, then I won't be able to do a show at all because you just have to make the money.
Yeah.
So,
I used to do the same when I was on taxis.
yeah. So, Mick, when the pub's open on 12th, you're expecting to get busy then, would you say?
Well, I'm hoping. And when they opened last year, when you had to go in and make appointments to go in and stay in for 2 hours and stuff like that, I had one of the best days I've had probably all of last year.
All right, yeah.
Because people do actually want to go out and socialise. That's what the
Yeah.
I mean, drinking. It's not.
But people
it's,
do,
a lot-
right?
it's not just the drinking, is it?
It's the social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yeah,
me.
it's
Like we do on Zoom, right?
Well, kind of, but real life one.
Yeah.
It's like my local. He's got like 50 bar tables outside. They like picnic tables you get. He's had them out since day one.
Oh, Mick,
I hope Mick's disappeared. He's had the tables out since day one. They haven't been nicked, stolen, or borrowed over last lockdown. But every single table's got a number on it, and I can tell you now because I've seen the booking list from April 12th until May 5th. Every single table's booked.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it will be. So I was listening. I got. I was eating popcorn on the way up. My bottom teeth are false. So
Don't have that
I've
problem.
grabbed a big. So I've been sat there thinking I'm going to have to do something, but I didn't want to pop them out live on the on YouTube.
Just in case it fired in your camera and the camera's just zooming all the way.
There's no worse. I do it to my granddaughter. I pop them out to my granddaughter. She's only 4 months old, and she's like, I think she's jealous because she's got none at all. So.
Well, it's Drew says going to need a test 3 days before.
They'll be there.
Before I doubt people will be bother. So
They'll be.
COVID test before going into pub. Well, I'm sorry, I can't have the jab until I'm actually strapped to a hospital bed on heart monitors because I'm allergic to the carrion fluid.
They'll be there.
You would have thought they would have
Don't
actually
panic.
come up with a version for people like you, Shrek. That
There is. It's the Moderna version, but it hasn't quite yet got to the UK. It's available in India.
We have it
But it
over
hasn't
here.
quite
We
got
have a
there.
self-test. We have a self-test now.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
but
Doesn't bring you anywhere, but
Well, the Pfizer one I can't have because one of the ingredients in it sets off one of my allergies, and the AstraZeneca is exactly the same. Another ingredient sets off my allergies because I went to go have it done in a Morrison's car park. Other car parks are available, but went for the NHS check-in do there, and they gave me a card before you go in with my name on it, and I just went, "There's a problem here." What do you mean? Well, I've been told that I'm here for the Moderna. No, you're not getting Moderna, you're getting AstraZeneca. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to have a word with the chief pharmacist because I'm actually allergic to it." And the chief pharmacist is the only person in the actual tent thing that can actually access my records. So she went through my records, she just turned around and says, "I'm really sorry, but I can't give you this injection." I says, "That's what I told him, basically, your doctor's receptionist." Yeah. I says, "I can't have AstraZeneca." And she says, No, it's perfectly fine. Thanks for let us know before we got the vial out of the fridge, which technically means it's spoiled.
Yeah, it's open.
Sorry, and she said, "I'm sorry for wasting your time." I said, "It's not a problem. I actually feel inconvenient for wasting your time." Look.
Yeah, they're absolutely brilliant.
No, I feel for you. No, I feel for you. No, I feel. And they were standing like for 2 hours. Like,
2 hours cuddling.
I would have. She was there.
Give me your number.
The young lady.
It wouldn't have been cuddling.
The young lady that did my injection was a Polish lady, and she was absolutely stunning. She's an absolutely lovely person as well. And she said, "Thank you very much for coming to have this injection." I said, "I've been looking forward to having it since I found out that you could do it." You know what I mean? So I can't wait to get the second one. And she was absolutely sweet. "Can you do them both at once? You know, stick another one in.
2 for 1.
I don't mind walking around like this." But the two for us.
No, in my luck, I'll get that miserable bastard. I'll go, fucking right.
No, they're not. They're not. There's definitely, obviously, the combating.
How were you, Mick, day after? Did you have any?
I had a bit of a red face and a stellar headache. That's what I called it. You know, that headache that comes down there, and it was a bit.
Yeah, I was a bit like that.
But the next day I got up and off we went. And
we should ask Nat Reality how he took his jab. Come on.
Well, he's a bit of a sissy. It's nothing to do with the bottle of whiskey he drank.
Let's put in
Liverpool.
Liverpool is going to be passport free. So if you go into a venue, you need to test as you enter and test as you leave.
All right.
Why are you testing when you leave?
Just in case.
Because they're not going to be having the passport.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you tested it to go in.
Yeah.
So that means everyone inside should be clear.
Should be, yeah.
So why would you be testing on the way out again?
Because the tests are not 100% sure.
The LJP, you'll never be no good in the government thinking like that.
Risk it for a biscuit.
They wanted to wave 2 tests.
I wonder if Hull's going to do that.
What's that?
Same stretch of road linking the 2 cities.
Yeah, and you're right in the middle.
Oh, we're in the middle.
Yeah, be right. You all have crashes before you get to Bulls. You can't drive around corners.
That's why it's all bloody 40 miles per hour right up to the A63 now.
We don't use the M62. We use all the back roads.
And we're back to the traffic show.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, the M62 again.
I found a pothole on the way back going down the A1. I thought I was going to take off.
If you went on any road in West Yorkshire, you'd find a pothole where you're actually going to sink like the Tango car.
When I was driving round Huddersfield, there was this stretch of road where this guy lived on. I thought it was like one continuous speed bump. God, it was awful. So he invited me to. He was a Kurdish guy, and he said, "Are you coming in for something to eat?" They were off to. I'm not going to cancel that because obviously it would have been breaking COVID rules. But he was going somewhere to have some food, and he asked me if I wanted to join him.
That wouldn't be Fartown then.
Say again?
That wouldn't be Fartown then.
I don't know.
There's not a lot of Kurdish around Fartown neck at Huddersfield.
Yeah.
It's mainly up Simon's neck at Wood where there's a lot of Kurdish people.
HD2. That's where he was.
I'm HD3.
I'm lost.
Well, yeah, just round the corner.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how the map works.
That'll be more
Or
central.
you're talking zip codes now. Oh, hang on. Okay.
How's it going?
Postcodes.
I know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know where that is. That's near where Magic Rock Brewing Co. is.
Oh, down there.
Birkby.
Birkby, yes.
I came off and went past that. Went past that big hotel because it's just a side motorway, isn't it?
Oh, Ainley Top, Cedar Court Hotel. Yeah.
Cedar Court.
Yeah.
What is it? A Best Western or something? I can't think what it was. Big one.
224, Ainley Top.
Can't remember. 25. I think.
224.
Did they come off at 25? Anyway, let's not tell everybody where this guy lives because
yeah, because otherwise I'll be going round for dinner. Have you got any steak?
He was a smashing fella. He was an absolutely lovely guy. I had a right chat to him.
I want crinkly chips, not French fries.
Say again, James.
I want crinkly chips, not French fries.
The Seabrooks from Bradford.
So I don't know if anybody's asked you before, Mick. Have you had any famous people in one of your taxis over the years?
Yeah, I had a snooker player that I can never remember the name of. But he might used to do Give Us a Break with Jim Davidson, that guy. He was a really nice guy. I had the one that played
John
Burgo. I had John Burgo in. I had the guy that used to the doctor out of Emmerdale that was trying to kill Lorraine Chase's character back in the day. He was also a singer and a bloody good singer as well. He was a jazz singer as well. And I dropped him off one night. And there was an English singer, and I can never remember her name. I took her back to the airport. She'd been at a wedding, a posh place up here, and they rang up and said, "Oh, have you got? Can you send your best cards? Because she's famous." And I said, "No, fair enough." And I went up. And she wanted. Well, no, it was a Monday at the time.
Wow.
But she wanted that. Yeah, that was it, John Burgo. Yeah, he was a lovely, lovely guy. He was apparently isn't very well now, is he? Or is he still with us?
I don't know.
I think he's got Parkinson's or something, from what somebody said. And I just sat chatting to him, and he got, what a guy! Absolutely, he was speaking at one of the gentlemen's evenings here, and he looked like his suit cost an absolute fortune. He looked really smart, nice guy.
Probably did.
Well, yeah. No, it wasn't Dennis Taylor. It was definitely John Burger.
When I were doing taxis, I remember picking Adrian Edmondson up.
Yeah.
And it was well and truly before Rick Mayo or even Hill or whatever. And he was absolutely unbelievably friendly. I thought, oh, here we go. It's going to be a star where he sits in the back and just bears an absolute bell end. It's like, oh, how are you? And how's your day been? And he wasn't doing the Peter Kay jokes. We were just having a bit of a chat. So I got to find out all about his kids and everything else like that. But with the coach company, we also run minibuses as well. And Anita, which is my boss's sister, she pretty much has she does all K Mellor productions. So what's on the telly at the minute, the Syndicate. The little Shih Tzu, which he is a little shit and all, is Anita's dog. It's actually her dog. So she does all like the running of the extras and text K Mellor to airport and stuff like that. She's really nice people.
I could call out I could call out a couple of Dutch names, but you guys probably wouldn't know them either. But I've run the bar in the theater in The Hague for like 2 years, and we've got all the famous Dutch people, like you're talking about, the famous UK people, and a couple of my heroes came down there as well. It was great, man. It's great to meet these people you look up to, and then having a beer with them, and great, love that job, yeah.
Yeah, my mate who used to come driving Lincoln, their company had the contract with the one that went to the Theatre Royal, so all the pantomimes at the at Christmas, everybody, all the soap stars and stuff like that, they were, he used to pick all them up, and he said, 99% of them were lovely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You always get one, don't you? But I suppose...
you get the one out of, of course.
Well, sometimes you're probably a bit fed up of it, aren't you?
CJ?
Oh,
Yeah,
CJ.
Hey,
CJ's
Josh.
back.
He's back.
He's delivered his
And he's
pizza.
back. Oh.
I mean,
Has he been working tonight?
yeah.
Bless him.
No,
Well,
he
been-
was on the podcast for what was it for
lethal.
Lethal Coils.
Lethal Coils and Matt Sinister. So
Oh,
looking
nice.
forward- Matt Sinister is on the 510 Connection, by the way, next week, not this Monday, because we have Blazing Vapes and Mr. Mick. Looking forward to that, mate. Yeah. looking forward.
And Disco's taking a couple of weeks off, isn't she?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yes.
So I need big guys
He's got
to
something personal going on.
Yeah, actually, just
So,
family catching up and
Yeah. Fine.
yeah, it's not real life.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have fun on here, don't we, and stuff like that. But
Oh, yeah.
like tonight, you sort of think, oh well, I can't do a show, and then you think, well, the amount of money that's not come through my business in the last 12 months,
Yeah,
you
of course.
it's starting to take its toll, to be honest. So you need to. It'll be interesting to see, when I do get going again, because you'll have to sort of, like for the first few weeks at the very, very least, I'll have to dedicate, all my time to it, apart from obviously Sunday nights, but the rest of the time.
That's going to be fun because when I had from 23rd of March to 1st of August off, when the first lockdown kind of gave up and everyone started going to the seaside, I was pretty much working 24/7, nearly 24/7.
Yeah,
Go to work, go home, go to bed, go to work. And I'm not joking, at the end of the week, I'm like,
Yeah, I remember that when they opened. I think it was June the 4th last year when they opened the pubs. We went out and it was just a full-on day.
it was a fest.
And I did more in that day than I'd done the previous week. And you think, how did I manage? And and then I just got everything sorted out and back to where we was. And all of a sudden, I came back. We actually managed to go away. We'd already got the money saved up to go away. We went away and we came back, and all of a sudden, they went down to sort of finishing at 10 o'clock at night. And you were done by 10:20, and there was just nothing to do after that. So your money went down by a third again. So we messed about all the way through December. There's nothing extra coming in December really. Got to January. Oh, it was shocking, absolutely shocking in January. And then February's been, crap. March has been crap. Even right up till today. Oh yeah.
I'll say my birthday is bonfire night, which is
5 days before me.
It's 5th of November when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Houses of Parliament. There's been quite a few that have tried since, but they didn't get hanged, drawn, and quartered. But my birthday falls on bonfire night, and I've quite literally sorted it. So it were all going to be a socially distanced party in my local till like 10:30 on my birthday. So I were having the day off. So I'm gonna go in as soon as the pub opened and left at 10 o'clock. Absolutely bollocks. But then Boris came up telling and just turned around and said, "Oh, pubs will be shut by closing time at 10 o'clock on Friday on November 4th." I'm like, "You bastard!"
That's what it was, wasn't it? I'd forgotten when they shut, to be honest. So it was. So we hadn't really met out since November.
So I just pulled it forward a day, and I'd been to work, and my boss had put me on an early shift because I was covering because one of the drivers, he'd had a bit of chili sauce or a bit too strong, so he ended up with something wrong with his stomach. So I ended up covering his shift. And then I went straight to the pub from work, and everyone's like going, "Where you been? You were supposed to be here about 10 o'clock. I'm like, to work. Well, the drivers were ill, so I've had to cover. So I've been up since from like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So then I started hammering it down, and I'm not joking, the landlord at 8 o'clock turned around to everybody who wasn't there for like my birthday and just turned around and said, "We're closing early tonight. Thank you for coming." Basically, all non-regulars. There's a door. You're gone. So it shut off the last 2 hours, and we had a right session. We were drinking out of Jameson straight out of bottle neat. We were absolutely blotted. I'm not joking. I was green for 3 days after that.
Yeah, you would be with Jameson.
Yeah.
No, you would be with any whiskey. Scotch is one of the worst, isn't it? If you get the cheaper Scotch, it turns your stomach halfway through the evening.
Yeah, you
Not
need a
joking.
proper
The
one.
wind
if you
didn't
wanna
stop spinning. Didn't stop spinning on my birthday.
It's
My mum
horrible.
turned around to me and goes, "Are you coming down for? Are you coming down for your birthday?" I don't know, 11 mile an hour away. "Are you coming down for your birthday?" I went, "Mum,
Oh,
no disrespect, I'm still pissed.
Yeah. You don't want sick on your table.
Well, no, during this whole thing that's been going on, even though now my mum and dad have had like both first jab and second jab,
Yeah.
and I haven't had it because of you know what, I'm not allowed to. But the whole time of this lockdown, I think the only time I actually went down to see my parents was on Christmas Day because I'm classed as in their bubble. So there were
Yeah.
me, my mum, my dad, and I'd wired up. My dad's got a big smart TV with a camera in it, so I'd wired up the telly. I'd sorted it out on Zoom, so then my sister, my niece, and the rest of their family, you know, the rest of the
Yeah.
sisters, like father-in-law and all that lot, they were on the telly. So we basically sat down in like 2 dining rooms on
Cool.
Zoom.
Yeah, cracking idea.
Yeah. Well, that's the only time I've spent with my mum and dad since. Now, my dad always comes down because he always tries to get away from my mum because my mum's always like, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do other?" And my dad's just like,
You do need to be.
"I'm going fishing."
Mm.
But
You
fishing's
do
fun. Well, I'm going round to Agaros.
I know.
Agaros at work.
we rent a remote village in Spain and we go away for 2 weeks, and I love every second of it all the time I'm there. But when you come back, it's nice to talk to another bloke, if you know what I mean. Because I've been with my wife and we've done, everything that we do and stuff like that. But sometimes you just want to stand there and have half an hour swear with the blokes and moan about shit. Stuff like that.
Yeah, my dad does that all the time. They'll go. They've got their own like villa in Spain. They haven't been for the last 2 years because of all this.
No,
They're not going back this year. They're actually on about thinking of selling up, because the way it's going. But yeah, my dad, where they are in Spain, they enjoy it. Well, my mum enjoys it because there's plenty of sun. My mum likes sun. There's stuff for my mum to do, and my dad likes it even more so because there's a lot of fishing lakes around there.
Right, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. We go to a place called Frigliana in Spain, and here's one free plug for my mate that rents him out because he's had a bad shit 2 years. FriglianaRentals.com. Have a look on there.
Well, I didn't chat.
FRIGILANA. FriglianaRentals.com.
That's not near Malaga, is it?
Yeah, you go out of Malaga Airport and shoot up to Nerja. It's level with Nerja when you get up to Nerja. Spelled Nerja. You turn right at the roundabout to go down to Nerja to the coast, which is like 150 yards down there. Or you turn left and it takes you up. But it's one of the white villages, but we rent them above the village and it overlooks the village. Beautiful place. Not expensive, really.
Yeah, the one that my parents have is a little bit expensive. You fly into Alicante. I've never been. My sister has. I don't have a passport. I don't want to drive across the road.
Yeah.
So you get to Alicante. I've been to it as a kid. It's called Guadalest. It's a walled city in the mountains.
Yeah,
basically they're in the city walls. So once the tourists go, as a tourist, you go around and it's this is a nice castle.
Yeah,
it's quite literally like walking around a derelict castle. But as soon as the drawbridge gets drawn up, it's like party time.
Get rid of them all. They do with it. They all go to look at these white villages. They all go, the buses go up and they go in the market area and wander around the shops, have a meal in a cafe, and then you can see the buses going up and down that. But there's a school there, and just behind the school there's a swimming pool that's the municipal pool, because you wouldn't be able to have a pool if you lived in the village because there's not enough space, because it's like that, you know what I mean? But we go all the way through there and we rent these what used to be little farmhouses, and they put a pool at the side of it and rent it out as a villa. They're lovely, absolutely lovely, and it's just it's complete tranquility. This one's even got Wi-Fi,
so not complete tranquility then.
Well, it's quite nice to sit and watch a film because you don't want to be sat on holiday thinking, I'm a bit fed up, do you? So I'm in the pool all day, but as it gets later in the night when you're not in the pool, you need something to do, don't you?
Second, James.
Just saying good night, Scott.
Okay.
There you go, Scott. Good night.
See you, Scott.
Good night, Scott.
There were many times. There were many times as a kid when we used to go to like Benidorm and like summer holidays and stuff. And
never been.
Every restaurant used to have like a kiddie play area. I was a kid at one point.
Yeah.
And they always had like Night Rider on. They were all in Spanish. I'd already seen all the Night Riders. I can remember them word for word, so I kind of like learning Spanish as I was watching the program.
Yeah.
Yes,
We go to. There's a place a little bit further up called Herradura, and we sort of we didn't discover it. Everybody else knew it was there, but we didn't. It's on the coast road. If you go back into Nurka and then shoot off up, if you go into a place, because there's a place called Alamnaca, which is a bit further around. And there's a place down there called Marina del Este, and there's a chap has a boat that you can rent. There's quite a few people that have boats, and they built these really posh houses, like 3-story houses and that in there. And that was on one of them programs, that New Place in the Sun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He rented it and moved it around there. And I said to my wife, that'd be pretty cool. I said, we've got to get on there. Well, you couldn't afford it. No way ever. It was like 300 quid each for the day. It was a lot of money.
Oh.
Because, isn't it? But when you go to Herradura, most of the people don't really speak a lot of English. So it's all broken English, really. So you go in the restaurants and you order something and something else comes. And my wife will say, you didn't order that. I said, no, but I don't speak Spanish and that's not his fault. So it's the amount of things I've tried, you won't believe. Oh, that looks nice.
I always used to laugh as a kid when we used to go abroad. Now, I can basically lay out its sun for half an hour and I'll go abroad. I can lay out its sun. I can lay out its sun all day. I don't blister, burn, or anything. My sister, she basically looks at the sun and she just blisters. She's not ginger before anybody else.
Yeah.
My mum quite literally, she's there, laid in the sun and all this and that, and she burns, and I mean she's full on sunburn, can't sleep because she can't lay down. And there's me swimming away in the swimming pool, and I come out the same colour as Jay's hat. And
my
dad just goes bright red. So on a night time, it were always fun because on a night time the heat never kind of died down. So I'm there late, I'm there trying to sleep, and everybody else is making noises, being like ow, 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 fucking hell, ow. How can I go to sleep during this? I'm like, can you keep the noise down? How are you not learning? I'm elite.
We went away for 2 weeks in September. We managed to get away just before they closed everything down again. And I've seen Jay was on. It was the first time Jay had been on a show. It was the Sunday I came back. Can you remember, Jay?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
and I just happened to click on it. It was in one of the lists or something like that. And I'm absolutely brown. You could have been mistaken for the fact, look, there's an Indian guy or something like that, because I was that brown.
Yeah, needing bald cabby.
Yeah, that's what I look like, an Indian sort of guy. Because I could just go that brown. But there is different tans for different places. If I go to Florida, I'd come back and I've hardly got a tan at all. Because it's just the way it is, isn't it? Spanish sun just seems to suit me. And Turkish sun does as well.
Yeah, because it's more like a dry heat, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Spanish sun is definitely. I mean, you
but
can
once
leave.
you go, more you go to the equator, it's totally different sun. It is.
Yeah. I always found Malta to be worse because it was the dry heat. It wasn't the sun that got you. And what made it worse was all the swimming pools were full of salt water.
They
quickly.
Yeah, they are lethal. Them.
I used to do a lot of swimming as a kid. I used to like swimming. So when we went to Spain, it were all chlorine pools. Went everywhere else, it were chlorine pools. I got to Malta, I'm like, Jesus, I hope this place has got a swimming pool. Yeah, they've got a swimming pool. Straight up to the room, change, went into the swimming pool, dive in. As you do with chlorine, you have your eyes open, don't you? Yeah, mistake.
The other thing is, when you get out and you're absolutely covered in salt, it magnifies the sun, doesn't it? So you just go brown even quicker.
And then you're walking on old marble floors as well. Yeah. Baltically cold at night time and absolutely scorching during daytime.
Yeah, that is one thing. We sometimes go away in January, and we went to in between, just from you go down towards Nurka, and then you come back on the coast road, right on the very coast road, and they built all these new flats up on the top, and I think they built them to sell. And then they had a bit of it went down a bit, so they started renting them out, and then in the end they sold them. And then to help the people pay the mortgages, they manage them and rent them out anyway, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we went to stay in there, and we paid for a one-bedroom one, and we got there and they gave us a 2. Well, the 2-bedroom ones had a 2 bathrooms as well, and then they had a double balcony as well. We used to walk out about 9 o'clock in the morning, just as the sun was coming up, and it used to do this, and then go down. And the last thing you saw was 5 o'clock was when it went off our balcony.
Yeah.
And we came back on the 10th of January. Both of us had a tan. Unbelievable. But as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, it's like it's 5 to 5. It's lovely and warm. It's 5 past 5. It's minus two. Yeah, right, yeah. As soon as the sun went, there's no surrounding heat. But
it always made me
hello,
laugh.
Cheech.
Always made me laugh when I went
Cheech.
It's back again. Always used to make me laugh when we went to Spain as a kid, because you were always like in the hotels with the lift that always never had the internal door.
All right.
You walk into the lift, you press the button, you're going up, and you can see every floor you're going past because there's no door there. But you could always guarantee that you were always 2 doors away from the pissed up hen party or the pissed up spot. We're always the pissed up hen party. And you get this knock on door, and 9 times out of 10, I'm sorry if I'm generalising, but in my experience with what we had was Geordies, Liverpudlians, and Welsh, and they're always knocking on doors like, can I just nip through? And my dad was like, well, my mum's like, what do you mean nip through? Well, we're actually 2 across. We've left the balcony door open. We've all lost all those keys are on inside in the apartment. So my mum's there going, no, because we're 15 floors up, aren't we, right? Swimming pool. I'll make the swimming pool if I drop. Yeah, but swimming pool's 100 metres away. I'll be right. So they'd climb out and quite literally climb across.
Oh my God.
Every single holiday. But it did happen to pay a bonus once because my dad went out, I went out, all of us went out, and we didn't realise that we'd left his keys and left the patio door open. So when my dad's like gingerly knocking on the door going, I'm glad I brought you in. Now I'm in a bit of a terrible situation. Can you remember last week when you climbed out and would you mind returning the favour? And they'd be like going, oh hey man, do it yourself kind of thing. And then one lad would turn around and say, yeah, I'm getting for a laugh, let's go. One adrenaline junkie.
We were once in one in Turkey, and for some reason the key went off, and we went through the reception, and about a quarter of a mile away there's your apartment block. So we went up, won't work. Come back down. Says it didn't work, and he says, "Oh, I'll do it again then." So off we went again, and I come back down. I said, "Right, I've had enough now. It still didn't work." So I said, "Sort it out." Anyway, a bloke come and let us in, and then they sorted it out the next day. It's asking us if we want to moderate Cheech's comments. Hello, Cheech.
I don't know.
The moderator handled it. You shouldn't be such a naughty boy, Cheech, sometimes, and then you wouldn't get moderated.
Well, I'll tell you what, we haven't seen tonight, Grim Vapor.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. It's a pretty nasty sort of person.
Sheboygan got straight on him like a car bonnet last night.
It was quite nasty. There was Becky and her partner in our chat last week, and he was saying awful things to him. There's no need for being like that with people.
Well, I don't know if you saw.
He's blocked on the 510 for good. So,
I don't know if you saw like the laid back vape show towards the end. We got TVP on. We're having a bit of a
Skint and TVP,
yeah, and they were talking about
I missed it.
People that troll channels. So
Hey, we'll have that one. We'll have that one, Cheech. You're all right.
Yeah, you're allowed that one. You're allowed to invent to get a real job. It did come up as a poll then.
Grim Vapor should get a real job.
You can't give a thumbs up, can you?
That's a downside, isn't it?
Yeah, you ought to be able to give a team point. For
yeah,
that
but
one.
did you see the thumbs down go when TVP came in?
You did what, sorry?
There was 2 thumbs down for the show till TVP came in, and all suddenly it just went.
Yeah,
Went
about 12 or something. I don't know.
Don't worry, we had 17 other week.
17 last Saturday.
I don't really understand it. I mean, he's a controversial type of guy, but you know, if you don't like somebody, but why would you want to watch? If it offends you that much, why would you bother? You just, it's got an off switch, isn't it? That's what I've always said.
Ramon ego, that's it, right? But that was my point during the last part of the show on the Laid Back Vape Show channel. It was like people in chat and you as a cast are having a conversation and trying to have a good time, and that's the goal, right? And if some people step in and try to interfere with it for their own attention, that is like, come on, man, go somewhere else. Get your drama somewhere else. It's not needed over here. And it's like, okay, but sometimes you gotta see through it and gotta learn how to handle with it. But on the other hand, don't try to spoil a good time for other people. Why?
I suppose that's just what they do, though, isn't it? Really.
I'm gonna say,
probably in real life as well. These are like the jerks in the bar. These are like the jerks in the pub.
I would imagine
in real life they don't have their attention, so they try it over here. It's a bit pathetic, but
they're the ones that I normally end up throwing out at bar then.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But you never know, do you? It could be some little spotty bloke that sat there and don't say boo to a goose, never actually goes out of his room.
Yeah, but
Victor with his 17
another
accounts.
chat room, right?
just leave him. He's just having fun. Don't put the other
it's
thing.
all right. It's not
No. Bring it on, Cheats. It's Easter. We'll be peaceful tonight.
I mean,
okay. One thing, since Cheech is now in chat anyway, and I have one question for you. You can be a very interactive and really lovable person in chat, and you can have great comments and interesting and great questions as well, and interacting in a really positive way. You can do that. I've seen that. But then all of a sudden, there's like a switch. And I call it bipolar. What are you a bipolar person? Where does it come from? What makes you switch from like, being this really lovable guy to like boom, down to like, dude, why?
Apparently he's innocent.
Yeah,
it's been allowed.
That's the easy way out. That's fine if you want to play it like that's fine. But just look at it from our point of view, right? We're trying to run a show, even on the 510 or the short film. I don't know what it was, but you were there and just fucking stuff up. Why, mate? Just why? I've done nothing to you. Why?
He's not doing it to you.
That's my only. Well, you're doing it on my stream, on our stream.
So
why would you do that to me? No, I'm just wondering why. Why? Why would you?
I don't think. I mean, I like Vic, to be honest. I think he's a nice guy.
Me too. I like TVP as well. I like Cheats as well, as long as playing.
There you go. He treated me bad a few years ago. Him and some others. There you go. Now we know. Thank you very much.
What? Sorry, I it's not coming up over here.
Yeah, I said that he treated
me bad a few years ago, and with some and some others. Okay, that's fine.
There you go.
But why would you take it out on someone else's show who's got nothing to do with Vic? No one. Nothing.
To be fair, I don't think he does. He uses your chat to publicise what he's thinking. Now, one of the funniest things I've ever seen was Bogan doing a live stream on some supersonic mod. And then all of a sudden Cheech pops up in the thing, and he's reading through the comments, Bogan, like there's 1,000 people in there. And he went, Victor needs to get a real job. What the fuck's that?
So it's an attention thing then. Maybe
it's drawing attention to the fact they didn't like Vic.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't give an answer to my question. Why can you be such an interactive person in a positive way, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're switched to the the side that I don't like.
Banter, hey.
Banter.
Yeah, banter.
I think my chat is pretty slow because I can't see the answer yet.
Anyway, Cheats, thanks for being there. We'll move on from that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make a conversation with him since he's in there. And
what we need to get Cheech. Cheech needs to get a camera, and a microphone, and we need to get him on there.
Yeah.
Because while he's on there being interviewed, his full opinion can come out, and he's got the floor, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. If he's already got
Yeah.
the stuff, I'm happy to share it out if we know where to contact him.
So that's what we need to do, Cheech.
You know,
We need to get you on there.
By the way, mate, we forgot to ask you, what are you vaping on, mate?
well, that's true.
Usual thing. What I tend to do, I'll get, when I'm sat just vaping here, I'll usually get the 240 bottle and I'll use it in this peacemaker until the bottle's empty. So that's what I'm vaping them.
That's the one that Disco helped you with, wasn't it?
Yeah. No chance you'll get your windows put in. Why would you get your windows put in?
We don't know where you live.
Yeah, nobody knows where you live.
I know somebody who can actually put your windows in and can actually take them out and replace them with new units as well.
Yeah, I know a guy that owns a company.
So do I. He owns a little company in Hull.
This one used to be.
Dude, come on and I'll pay for your windows. Come on.
He owns that little the smallest company in Hull.
Windows put in,
Yeah, I do. I can't say.
That was the lowest of lowest ever, anyway. But, you know.
What was that?
That was the lowest. You know, bashing in people's windows because of a grudge over.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That's what TVP.
Or what TVP said, like on the other show when he was on, you know, pictures with him and his daughter, and you know, without any details. That was that's low, man. That's
the smashed both his missus and cars up, covered it in lighter fluid, and basically got rumbled just before throwing a match in. I know TV. If he's listening, he'll. I hope I'm not talking out of turn, but sometimes he used to be a bit of a twat.
he said it himself as well.
The 6 months he's had off, I think, to be honest, he's kind of changed. I think it's helped him a lot.
Yeah, we had him on the Simon Saturday show, and you know, I think it's respectful to come out back and like say I did things wrong. That's what he said, and that's great. You know, kudos for that, respect for that, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway,
Simon's not playing with his pussy tonight, then.
Oh, what does that door slam?
That big cat, then.
Has it gone out?
Is
that your vape layer in there then, Simon? Have you got a full room that size?
No, it's my living room.
All right. Where does Anne sit then?
She's in bedroom.
sleeping. Watching the show properly.
She's got her own telly and a Virgin cable box, and I've got my own in here. So I watch a program in the bedroom, and I watch mine here.
All right.
So we're right. All right.
Yeah. We're talking. She knows we're talking about it. So. Yeah. Yesterday when she turned around and says, "This pussy's got 2 legs and bites," Laura just couldn't pick herself up the floor.
You want to watch replay, Mick? With Zippy last night. It was good.
She's good laughing. She's Zippy. I like Zippy.
I mean, the amount of it's stuff that your missus come out with, especially with the bikers.
I missed that. Say again, JP.
I said it's the stuff that Simon's missus just comes out with, especially when she says about the bikers.
Let's not repeat that from last night, shall we?
No.
Did they say, is there going to be an expo this year? Then have they officially said there's not going to be?
I think it might be in October.
Ooh.
There has been rumours about October, but it all depends on how what stays.
I hope I have my vaccination by then and can come over to the UK.
Oh, I hope I have a vaccination by then.
I think that's the weekend I'm in where you are.
Is it? Oh yeah, 23rd of October.
Yeah, that weekend is generally when I'm in.
26th, what is it? 23rd, isn't it? Yeah, you're coming to that's right. 23rd or 26th. What is it?
Squonking Value Custard.
Aye.
Is that a no? It's A because it's from Scotland. Aye.
I see you, Jimmy.
Yeah. What's that? Is that? That's obviously an e-liquid, is it?
Oh, I didn't know Tesco's did custard in vaping.
No.
Oh yeah, Value. Yeah.
Tesco Value. Every little helps.
Do you mix then, Cheech?
Talking about Tesco's, I mean, you know when you go through the pharmaceutical area for, you know, like, say, your painkillers and things like that, and you come to the stop smoking section, you know, for your patches now, have you noticed that the dual kits are in there? Rather than not
Tesco's,
behind,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
not
they're in
behind,
the
not
petrol
behind the
stations as well.
counters.
Yeah, petrol stations are in there as well. Tesco's petrol stations have got their own plastic case, smack bang in front of the, in front of the thing.
All right.
The only thing I'll say about Juul is if it stops people smoking cigarettes, then fair dues.
It's a shame that they taste like shit.
Could be worse. Could be 88 vape on a dripper.
No,
know
Cheech is
No,
vaping
Cheech,
88
put that
vape.
in. 88 vape.
How come I've got the job of letting Cheech's bloody comments come through then, and that's not my
All
channel?
right, I've got it. Calm down.
88
Because
vape.
I'm on my phone as well as computer. Well, no, normally when I'm on Simon's channel, my computer's that crap and clapped out.
You need to get some bloody money spent.
I need to get some bloody money first.
500 quid to get you sent a good Intel laptop.
I'm a homeowner now. I've got to pay bills.
The Lenovo i5, get you sent in there.
I've got one. I'm just going to get it redone out.
Get you sent a stream cam so they can see your beautiful hair. That's why I got mine. Still can't see it.
I've got one. It's been a great laptop. It's just the hard drive needs doing.
All right. What is it?
HP.
Oh, HP. It'd be
Hewlett
good in that
Packard
one.
Pavilion
Yeah, yeah.
G6.
Yeah, it'd be good in that. Is it i5? i3?
i3.
i3. It'll run OBS then.
Yeah.
Okay, you send a webcam. What webcam are you on? Just
The one that's built into this netbook at the minute. I'm using the ring light, which says it's 2K, but I put it
Maybe
in, onto Zoom and everything, and then we'll send it around going, that camera's worse than a Sony Ericsson T68.
Have you rubbed the camera with a piece of tissue in case it's covered up with VG?
Yeah, it had, it was brand fine new out of box, to be honest. Straight from China
Good point.
for 20 quid. But
Oh,
it's
there
got a
you go.
good ring light on it, which is a saving grace.
Yeah.
So, hang on. So, full power. Yeah, you can see me ugly mug even worse.
I got this string cam. My wife bought me it for Christmas, and it's for reviewing and that. It's helpful.
Did you get a new camera at Christmas, Mick?
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't know
anybody
that.
about it. Because you get like something like that, and you
It's a big secret, man. Come on.
know what I mean. And, well, eventually when it does it, there you go. That's
Oh, yeah.
you can see that. You can even see the texture in the thing. And then as soon as you do that, it'll come back. Whereas with the what's the other one called?
C920.
Yeah, that one. That sometimes with that one, if you blew vape at it, it used to go cloudy. You have to switch it off to get it to sort itself out. So that was a good investment, especially if when you are doing reviews.
Why did my last review, which was the VAPE Geisha S? Jason.
Oh, yes, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice skin, dude. Wow.
See, you can see the texture of the skin though, can't you?
Yeah.
That's the difference. And I say that as soon as you
actually
put it
true
away.
suit, so that's getting let through.
Oh, that's nice. Where'd you get that from?
So,
Yeah, I don't know if mine's as good as that.
Oh, right.
Oh, no.
mine's on the way.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I got it from the Dutch Dash.
Oh, hang on that way.
Oh, there you go.
It's amazing, isn't it? It came on our show. Vaping 101. I can't argue with her. Cheech, you're doing really well tonight. Everything you put is true.
Right, we're coming up to the end of the show.
Oh, eh?
Right.
All
Yeah,
right.
good point.
I thought it was going to stay all night. You get me in here, now you throw me out.
That'll be the after party. So,
All right, we're having an after party. Come on, Cheech.
so what I'll do
Yeah,
is
go on,
like
Speech.
I'll let me Saturday night team, which is actually Simon's team, to start saying the goodbyes. So I'll give it to Simon first to say his goodbyes.
Right, thanks for allowing us on your channel, JP, for the after party show. Nice to eventually meet Mick reviews.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank my partner in crime down there, Shrek, always a pleasure. And Jay, always a pleasure. And might be seeing you tomorrow, might we?
I hope so. Yeah, it's
so
a bit
we're
early
on
for me
tomorrow
the show.
for an Easter special, 7 p.m. There's me on, Gareth on, Jay, 50-50.
I hope so.
We've got TVP on, and we've got Rob, the UK Vapes, on tomorrow, 7 on my channel. So I'll join us for that. And thanks for everybody in chat. So like I say, won't be a show without interaction with the chat. So I'll pass it on to Shrek.
Woohoo! Hi everybody in chat. I know it's not as. Hang on a minute.
What's happening?
Moderating.
Right.
Thank you everybody in chat, and thank you for watching. I have done shameless plug time. I have done 2 extra reviews over the last couple of days, which is the Zeus Shoes Black Ice, which I take up all the way up to 300 watts to get for increase, and the VAPE Geisha X, which are on my channel, which you'll find under Shrek Vaping News if you're interested. If not, never mind. I'll see you all tomorrow on the Simon 62 show one-off special at 6 till 7, as he's just explained, with Rob Tarquini, as I call him. Also, you'll see me and Simon on JP's show on Friday from 7 till 8 p.m. with LPC Vapes.
That's it.
And then we've got the Saturday show again next week. I know Simon said.
Matty from NG Vapes and Chris from Live Lounge Liquids.
That's the one. And I hope you have a lovely, enjoyable bank holiday week. Well, bank holiday Monday. And I hope it doesn't snow because it's forecast for me. Have a good one, and I shall pass it over to Jay.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for chat, for hanging out with us and switching channels. JP, thanks for hosting the second part of the show. Was really fun. Ian, if you're still watching, probably not. To hang out anyway on this Easter Sunday. Yeah, thanks. I'll be on, I hope, with you guys, with TVP and UK Vapester. I will do my best, but 50-50 still. And but I'm also on tomorrow on the 510. You know, it's Monday, 510 show. It's with Mick and Steve, Blazing Vapes. And I'm really looking forward to that one anyway. Keep an eye out, and I'll pass it on to Mick.
Yeah, thanks, bye. Oh, right, sorry. Thanks to everybody in chat, especially Cheats for being really good fun tonight, and looking forward to him being more fun next time with him. And you know, it's really cool. Nice to talk to you lads as well. It's really nice to chat to you, Sam. We've never chatted before. I'd like to get you on one of my. I do a live stream now on a Tuesday night on my other channel, and you'll have to pop in. Just me and you. We'll have a chat for half an hour or an hour or whatever. Look forward to that. And thanks ever so much. And obviously, Jay's just said you'll catch me tomorrow night with him and that airy bloke on. Two airy blokes. I need to get a bloody beard tomorrow, don't I? From somewhere.
It's going to a wig shop.
Yeah, on the 510 connection. So I look forward to everybody being there. And thank you very much. So I'll hand it back to whoever needs it handing back to, because I can't remember now.
To me.
All right.
So I want to thank you guys for joining into the show. Well, it wasn't originally planned for it. There was someone like Shrek going to me going, James, could you set a show up ready for what you call it so we can carry on the show? Yep. I'll see you later. I'll get all sorted.
Well done, JP. Tomorrow afternoon. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow afternoon because we've got the reveal for Net Reality's first e-liquid that's coming out.
All right.
So I'll put the show up tomorrow, so have a look at that.
Amatorium.
Yeah, it's the first one. We've actually got a video for it and everything, so watch out for that. It's in with the intro. So I'm looking forward to them coming out.
As well as that, I want to thank Skin and McTavish for joining us at the beginning of the show. I mean, like I say, people have been busy. They've had to go. All best. People in chat, thanks for you to coming across to enjoy the show, as we all know. And like I say, you'll see us again tomorrow night at 6 with TVP and Tarquini as UK
Tarquini.
UK
I've been
Vapes.
calling Tarquini for years.
Like, you'll see Jay again later on in the night for the 510 connection with Mick. And throughout the week,
Thanks, Pete.
there's all decent shows, so please check them out as well.
Vape, don't smoke.
I mean, don't smoke.
Vape, don't smoke.
Hey, don't smoke.
And don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Yes.
If I can subscribe.
And if you're the person that's giving me a thumbs down, remember to put a comment in to let us know what
Yeah.
we've done wrong.
It's me, I did it.
I've been putting that in my
Well,
video.
because I was on. Because I came on, it was shit then. After that, I came on, wasn't it? So I just give myself a thumbs down.
Yes, we'll see you